Hail, hail, welcome back to the Lore Knight. I'm your host, the Lore Knight. Welcome back to the Knight's Mare, my ship. I'm your host, the Lore Knight. Yeah, so today we have a ton of things to talk about. We got lots of stuff actually just dropped today, so we'll get you in the loop here with everything. Star Wars, what's going on? How's everyone doing? I'm going to wait for a minute. We'll let some people come in here because, you know, we got to get the chat moving so that we can talk together, because I want to get your feedback on a couple of things. I got kind of an interesting comment yesterday, and I want to get some feedback on that. So how's it going? SQR3's here with me, and we are ready to rock here. So I'll give it a couple minutes, but you know, I like to kind of keep it fresh at the beginning for, you know, for people that watch this over again after the stream is done. So anyway, yeah, let's see here. I'm still sore. I started back to the gym this week, and you know, it was a long time coming. I had to hit the gym again, man. I've been getting a little bit, you know, a little too wide. Okay, everybody could be a little thinner and a little richer. Who said that? Somebody said that. But yeah, because my greatest enemy, the greatest enemy I have right now in the world. Okay, it wouldn't look like the enemy. It's one of the purest. It's one of the most pure darknesses that you can find in the galaxy, and that evil is Girl Scouts and their cookies. Every time I go to the store now, every time I go to shop, I try to go get a nice rotisserie chicken, something healthy, and I walk it in, and these Girl Scouts, they're out, they're on the move, and it's holding me back from my goals, man. I just went, I saw them, they're all set out right at the front door. So I'm walking in, I see the Girl Scouts, they're like, "Would you like to buy cookies?" And I just keep walking. I'm just like, I just keep walking in. So then I get my shopping done. I'm thinking about it the entire time I'm in the store. I'm like, I gotta get some Samoas, man. I'm getting a little itchy for Samoas, dude. So I walked out, and there was like, I'm like texting my wife. I'm like, "What do you want?" And she's like, I'm like, what do you want? And I keep texting her, and she's like, "Thin mints." So I go and stand in line, and there's like 3 other people in line. They're looking at me, and I'm just kind of standing there like all nervous, like I'm buying drugs or something. Just like, oh my, I'm just like embarrassed. You know what I mean? I'm just like, just hurry up and hurry up. And then of course they're like, yeah, we can't take the cards. We'll have to input the numbers manually. So I'm standing there. I'm like, I like look to my left and I look to my right, and I'm just like, and I see like another woman standing there, and she's like looking at me funny because I'm like shaking like I'm doing a drug deal. But yeah, anyway, I bought like 4 boxes. So, but we're moving on because yeah, I'm done. I'm starting back in the gym. I'm done. I'm starting to lift again. I like to go to the gym and lift heavy, so we'll see. We're getting there, but hey, how's everyone doing? I see some people in the chat there. Thanks for stopping on by, hanging out on Night's Mare today. We're gonna get everybody caught up with the Star Wars news. Lots of stuff just came out today, so let's just look at a couple things here. Right now, I'm gonna activate. SQ, I need you to activate my screen there, please. Let's get the screen going. Okay, so as you know, this coming Sunday is the Super Bowl, and we're gonna be getting a Mandalorian Grogu trailer. This coming Sunday, we're going to be getting a new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. That's what people are saying, at least, and I think it's probably going to be true. So, are you watching the Super Bowl? Do you care? Do you care who wins? I don't really care because the Steelers are out of it, which the Steelers are, of course, my team. But I don't know who we're rooting for. The Patriots, maybe? But yeah, we're going to be getting, hopefully during the halftime show there's little Grogu with a football. Probably AI generated. But yeah, so what do you think? Let me know in the chat. What do you think we're going to be getting here for the Super Bowl? I'm excited. I'm excited to see if we're going to be getting a new character. I'm thinking maybe they're going to be introducing like a new old character in it. Maybe like, I don't know. Is Ahsoka going to make an appearance? Maybe this will be the Avengers-style movie that Dave Filoni has been wanting to do. Also, a little bit later, we'll be talking some drama because I don't like to talk drama just because I don't want to appear to be one of these, rage baiters. The rage bait, like I put clickbait out to click on, oh my gosh, the Star Wars is dead types, but there is some things that I need to talk about because it's on my mind, man. And I'm fortunate enough to have this channel, so I'm going to say what I think. Who cares? You know, I think everyone has a right to their opinion in Star Wars, so why shouldn't I have one? I'm not going to hide from it. There's something that I kind of want to do like a short video on. We're not talking. Oh yeah. Funko Pop just revealed some of the names from Maul Shadow Lord. So we're getting, I don't know if you saw this. This just popped off here. Icarus is like another Dathomirian with a freaking machine gun. That's kind of cool. So he's like Darth Maul, but he's got a minigun. That's pretty sick. And then the Crow, I guess the first brother is the Crow or something. I don't know what's going on with the Crow, but I do like the mask. It kind of reminds me of Destiny 2 a little bit. But wait, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about. So usually we do the comment of the week, which is a segment I do every single week, where I take the best or the longest, most thought out comments. Or something interesting that's commented on one of my videos or shorts, and we talk about it because it's too long for me to write out like a book in response. So I like to show those off. But here's the comment of the week. I'm going to take my screen off because it's in my email. Okay, I need to know what you think of this. If you're here watching right now, that means like you actually might care a little more. So I'm gonna ask you, okay, because I want to make sure that everybody's enjoying the stuff I put out. That I'm not sounding funny in my videos or something. So here it is, which it's a nice comment at the same time, but I just want to read it. Okay. 1984 Potion Lover says, dude, your content is good, but your delivery is terrible. You sound like a cartoon character, the gravelly, growly, wheezy sidekick sort. Oh my god. I sound like a cartoon character. Is that true? I wish somebody would tell me if that was true. I hope it's not true. Get some elocution lessons, for frick's sake. You sound like a stereotype. It's hard to take you seriously when you sound like you do. If the voice is but an affectation. He's using big words here to sound smart. If the voice is fake, use your real voice, or at least try not to sound like Muttley mixed with Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. This is a little bit personal. I'm a little no, but I mean, thank you for the comment that at least you're enjoying the content, but like, do I sound like a cartoon character? Like, I'm not trying to. Okay, so all right, just right before we get into all the breaking news here, I like to sound high energy in my video. I like to bring some energy to my videos, to this Star Wars lore video ridden landscape. I like to, all the videos I've ever watched, all the Star Wars lore videos, all the lore channels, it's just like a monotone voice droning on, like the first Jedi were called the Jedi. I can't listen to that personally. So I'm trying to bring some energy to my videos. I'm trying to bring some, entertainment value. I don't know. I'm talking a little bit loud and a little bit fast. And my voice gets gravelly whenever I'm talking loud. But you know what? I think I'm going to try this because it might be a good idea to actually try something different. So in my next short long form video, okay, it's just kind of a channel note. I'm gonna be I'll talk more normal and more, maybe more chill, like as if the viewer was like, I don't know, falling asleep in bed instead of me coming on like, hey, here's where Boba Fett's armor you know what I mean? Maybe I could just be like, hey guys, I'll try it. I'll see if you like it. But anyway, I thought that was an interesting comment. Thanks for the comment though. I appreciate that. And I will, I'll try to talk normal. Okay? I'll try to be normal. Anyway. Okay, let's get to the meat. Let's get to the news of the week because my HoloNet's full of this. New Lucasfilm bosses. Okay, so here's the first one. This is the direct. This just came out today. That's how breaking this is. Let me turn on my monitor. Thank you, SQ. All right, Lucasfilm's new Star Wars movie strategy revealed by Insider Reports. So this is the new direction they're taking after KK steps down. Lucasfilm's new bosses have a new plan for making Star Wars movies going forward. Lucasfilm's new bosses are reportedly planning a worrying movie strategy for Star Wars future. So I also have another article that I'm going to get into, which is part of the drama. And I'll get into that later. By the time The Mandalorian and Grogu hits theaters this May, almost 7 years will have passed since Star Wars' last movie, The Rise of Skywalker. That is roughly the same time as there was between 2005's Revenge of the Sith and Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm in 2015. The studio appears eager to restore The Galaxy Far, Far Away to theaters, with the Sean Levy-directed Starfighter already set to follow. Filmmakers such as James Mangold, Dave Filoni, Taika Waititi, Chinoy, and Simon Kinberg are meanwhile cooking up their own paths for the franchise's future. So here's the first note that they're talking about. Okay. It's still about the exit interview from Lucasfilm's departing Kathleen Kennedy, and she dropped some bombs on the way out. The producer was hired to shepherd the studio's future following... Yes, we know. We know she was in charge for the longest time. We know. The Hollywood Reporter recently offered a worrying update on the Star Wars future movie strategy after Dave Filoni and Lin-Manuel Brennan replaced Kathleen Kennedy as presidents of Lucasfilm. The studio is reportedly likely to implement a fundamental change that could risk restricting filmmakers' creativity. Now, what is this fundamental change that they're looking at? In the past, Kennedy was known to have started projects by meeting a filmmaker and asking them what they would like to do. So Kathleen Kennedy would just go up to like a filmmaker that she liked and be like, hey, we got Star Wars here. What do you want to do with it? You can do anything. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter after the sequels. This philosophy has led to projects like 2027's Star Wars Starfighter, which is a completely standalone tale in the galaxy far, far away from Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy. Kennedy confirmed this part of her Star Wars strategy to Variety just last year, expressing excitement to allow a broader range of filmmakers to tell stories that mean something to them, that don't rely on the franchise's huge history. I really think that now we're in a position where it's broadened the possibility of stories and filmmakers we can bring in to tell stories that mean something to them. It doesn't necessarily have to connect to every little thing that's been done in Star Wars. However, Filoni, as more of a creative figure than the production-driven Kennedy, could instead decide for himself what stories he wants to see happen, and then meet the filmmakers to execute them. Now that sounds more like a creative vision. To me, that sounds more like what they should have done with the sequels, man. They should have had it planned out. They should have had a creative figure like Filoni plan out the sequels and then go to the filmmakers, not the other way around. And that's, I mean, isn't that a good thing? I would think that's a good thing. Star Wars' next theatrical release will bow in theaters on May 22nd with Mandalorian Grogu. We know. So Star Wars' new strategy has me worried about the future. Look at Dave there. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to put so much Ahsoka in Star Wars. It's going to be insane. No, it's good. I can't wait to see what Dave Filoni does. The Star Wars franchise has been in a rough place in recent years, especially due to the theatrical drought and backlash to many recent Disney Plus shows. Ultimately, it's become clear that Star Wars fans are craving brand new stories. I mean, kind of. I'm kind of craving I'm kind of craving like the Old Republic at this point, you know? I'm kind of craving some Legends material. I don't know about you. Let me know. Let me know in the chat what you're craving. I'm craving one of those Girl Scout cookies right now. Dave Filoni has proven his worth to Star Wars with the Clone Wars, Rebels, and as the architect of the Mandoverse alongside Jon Favreau. That said, one of the bigger criticisms of The Mandalorian and Ahsoka have become their reliance on existing characters, something which could become more prevalent than ever. I mean, good. You look at these fan films that are coming out, these AI fan films. In the age when everybody is calling anything AI slop, or anything that has to do with AI slop, but everybody loves these Star Wars AI fan films. Beggar's Canyon, the other one was like a racing one, I forget. But everybody loves them, and it's not because they're that good. They're not good. They're, it's because the old characters are. It's because we get to see Qui-Gon Jinn as a, World Between Worlds Force Ghost or however that works. It's because we see Luke Skywalker out there climbing cliffs and doing stuff. We want to see Luke, Lando, all those characters back, but for some reason, every single one of these articles think that that's a problem to bring back old characters. And I guess Starfighter doesn't have any new characters at all, so that's going to be interesting. Or any old characters at all. So yeah, that's we'll see how they deal with that. But I was really hoping that Mara Jade was going to be in it, honestly, to help give Luke also to help give Luke Skywalker, more of a reason to be a hermit. Anyway, I'm not going to get into The Last Jedi right now. Okay, so let's keep going with this article. Still, there has been hope that Lucasfilm is ready to move away from its focus on interconnected storytelling, as it has reportedly suspended Mandoverse plans for the time being. Yeah, we know. But that may only be a patch fix, as there have been reports Lucasfilm is looking to carve out a new Mandoverse-esque era set after The Rise of Skywalker, centered around Daisy Ridley's Rey, culminating in a major crossover event. What do you think about that? Is the Rey movie ever coming? It's been talked about for 5 years now. The Rey movie has been talked about for so long now. I don't know if it's ever coming out. But I guess they want to do a Mandoverse Rise of Skywalker event. The potential strategy of Filoni crafting all of Star Wars' next movies and shows before finding the right teams to execute them risks limiting creativity and turning the galaxy far, far away into something closer to the MCU and losing its charm. I think the MCU had a good thing going though, right before they, killed off all of their main characters, they had I felt like they had a good thing going. Maybe it'll be a good thing. The potential strategy of Filoni crafting Star Wars next movies and shows before finding the right teams to execute them risks limiting creativity. They're just going off on Dave Filoni again. Everybody's going off on poor Dave, dude. He didn't even do anything yet. He hasn't even he hasn't even started a project yet, and they're going off on him, man. Furthermore, the studio has recently attracted major talent. Sean Levy, Tika. Yeah, we know. They keep saying his names over and over. Okay. Garbage article. Oh, I got a worse article than that coming though. You just wait. Let's not do that. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to X. So we got a couple more things. Yes, the trailer for Mandalorian Grogu is coming out Super Bowl, so make sure you're watching Super Bowl Sunday. At least the halftime show if you're not into the sports ball. I'll watch it. We'll show that art next. Let me take a little sip here and you watch this. This is pretty cool here. This is how the lightsaber sound was made for Star Wars.
The projector motor hum. That was kind of a magical musical sound, and I recorded that motor hum, and later I added a buzzing sound from the back of my television set, and that became the basis for all the lightsabers. This is the projector motor hum. And then this is the sound of the picture tube. Okay. The blend of those two is... and then making a new recording of it with another microphone and swinging the microphone around in front of the speaker produces a Doppler effect. That was kind of a magical musical sound. And
that's crazy, man, how they did that. That guy's a freaking genius. It's a legendary sound that it's crazy how they developed all those sounds for Star Wars. It's really I don't know if Star Wars can ever be done again. It's just so insane how I don't know if you saw this. Japan. It's kind of off subject for Star Wars, but Japan is planning to build a solar ring around the moon that will power the Earth forever. There's the ring. Obviously, it's in production now. Is it the Death Star? I don't know. But check it out, though. It's kind of crazy. Look at that. Japan's building that right now, guys. It's going down. And yeah, it's definitely not just to power the Earth. There's something else going on there. My Star Wars senses are tingling. That's great. Yeah. Okay, so this was a pretty cool, actually. I don't know why I saved these for you to look at, but this is cool. Check this out. Can't beat some Darth Maul action. Yeah, dude, the lightsaber action looks so damn good in Maul Shadow Lord. I can't wait. I gotta stop moving this stuff around. I just like to move things. StreamYard doesn't let you move things, but this thing I'm using does. It's great. Anyway, yeah. Lightsaber fights. So this is coming soon here. The Darth Maul again. The preview of Shadow Lord is going to be this, and this is going to be Star Wars Shadow of Maul comic book, and it's going to kind of introduce all the characters. We got a cool cop here. This is what's his name? Brenner Lawson, and he's going to be hunting down Darth Maul, which I can't think of a cooler story for Maul post his getting cut in half, but it looks really cool, dude. Crime noir-esque. This is Two Boots' buddy. So, Captain, I really do wish that you would stop putting yourself in these situations. May I please join you? Negative. But you're in danger, and I could hold back until I say go. Anyway, there's the cartoon voice that everyone's complaining about now, I guess. I got my membership right here. Wait, that's not Two Boots. He's messing that droid up pretty bad. I got my membership right here. He walks in. It's gonna be cool. Crime noir focused story. There's, of course, you gotta have a bartender in every crime noir story. We're gonna be reading that. I'm gonna be doing a live stream going through it, and we'll read it. He's drinking whiskey. That's not. Whoa, that is not lore accurate, buddy. He wouldn't be drinking whiskey. There's no whiskey in Star Wars. There's jury juice or spotchka. Do you remember spotchka? Crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be cool. Do you remember spotchka from The Mandalorian? That was like one of the first like lore videos that I made that really took off. It was kind of cool. It's on the channel. I never hit it or anything. Check it out. It was pretty cool. That was when Gina Carano was still on that was like Mandalorian season 2, I think, whenever she made her appearance, right? I don't know. It's been a while since I watched Mando, but details about Wagner Maraz's character Lawson in Maul Shadow Lord. Okay, so here's the voice actor for him. This guy looks familiar. Why? I'm blanking on him though, but he's playing Lawson as the detective. If you know who this guy is or what he was on, I don't think I've seen this show here. I mean, I've seen him before, but not this movie. I don't know what this is. Should be cool though. Lawson used to be a bounty hunter. Now he's a cop and a single dad, doing the best he can in a lawless territory. He's a good man who pushes limits and breaks rules. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Detective cop. He's gonna be no nonsense detective. This is the original trailer for Star Wars 1970.
Just
we'll
a
watch this
farm.
later. I'm gonna put this on if I need to give do something. Anyway, here's okay, so a little blast from the past. George Lucas announces the final cast for Star Wars. The Star Wars. Mark Hamill will play Luke Starkiller. Harrison Ford will play Han Solo, and Carrie Fisher will play Princess Leia. Hamill's salary is $1,000 a week. Fisher's is $850, and Ford's is only a mere $750 a week. That's how much they made to shoot Star Wars. There's picture. Now this is old news, but yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't know. The Star Wars. I really do like that little poster here. This little triangle. That was like the first like logo for Star Wars. Pretty cool. But yeah, I mean that's crazy, man. Harrison Ford only made $750 a week. And I guess, so have you seen this yet? Have you seen the Spaceballs animated show on Amazon Prime? I didn't know this existed. Are you a Spaceballs fan? I had no clue that this was a thing, so we're going to have to watch this, and I would bring it up right now. We could watch it together. That'd be kind of fun, but can't really do that on the YouTubes. But yeah, there's an animated series. Is this like AI? I hope not. I hope it's real because I'm gonna watch it. Star Wars actor Giancarlo Esposito. I had to memorize that for a video I did in the past. Oh no, it's not Gian. It's Giancarlo Esposito says it's time for a revolution. Okay, we're not gonna get it. Let's skip that. Let's talk about that later. Oh God, come on, Giancarlo. We already did. Here's the AI star. Here's the AI fan film that everybody's praising right now. Yeah. It's not AI slop, guys. Everything else is. Yeah, so it's not slop though. I just think it's funny how everybody's like freaking out about it. It is cool to see the old characters back. That's definitely why. Dave Filoni, oh boy. Okay, here's the drama. Oh my gosh. Should we get into this or no? Let me know in the chat. Give me a number 1 if you want me to get into the Reed Pop stuff. And give me a 2 if you want me to stop. Because I can't tell what you like, because I need to know if I should be talking about this or not. Is it making you uncomfortable? Reed Pop put out a statement. I don't know if you saw my last video. It was the last long form video I put out, but it was about all this whole fan movement against Star Wars Celebration 2027, and it's just annoying. I don't know if you want to hear about it or not. Let me know in the comments. I'll skip over for now, but if you do want to hear about it, well, I don't know. I guess we'll talk about it. I'm probably gonna do a rant though if I do, because I'm sick of this stuff. I thought all this crap was over, man. I thought these fan movements and all this garbage, this weird thing that half the fans like to do, was over. I don't know. Who knows? Dave Filoni's going to be making some cool stuff though. So I think that's what has them all upset is Dave Filoni taking over. We'll talk about it later. Okay. You don't? All right. Star Wars Hispania. Okay, so here's again, the only Mandalorian stuff that's coming out, the only ads for the Mandalorian, the only trailers are coming out overseas. It's all overseas, which is weird that nothing's coming out here. But here's a donuts ad that features the Mandalorian. I just thought it was interesting. Check this out though.
Nuevos donetes edición limitada. Una amistad de otra galaxia.
So at least they're getting, donuts ad. I'd probably buy that too. Because I freaking buy everything else these damn Girl Scouts sell me. Are we talking about, we already talked about this last week. Okay. Let's just get to the other I had some more stuff. Let me just look real quick because I don't want to. Let me just look real quick because I don't want to miss anything. All right, I guess you guys don't want to talk about the drama. I don't know. It's fun. It's all just a bunch of BS anyway, but it is fun to talk about sometimes. It's okay. It's all right. We'll just let it slide. Maybe we'll talk about it next time. So I already showed. We'll see how these bookmarks are. Sorry about that. I just wanted to play some music there in between. So I just lost 2 viewers by starting to talk about the drama. Who cares? Let's talk about it.
Not under the Disney umbrella, called Reed Pop, the same company behind New York Comic Con, C2. Here's everything you need to know about Star Wars.
I don't know who this guy is, but he pretty much explains the situation going on right now pretty well. But Here, I'll put them nice and front and center for you. There you go.
Celebration 2027. As of making this video, it's come to my attention that there is a much bigger conversation happening around Star Wars Celebration and who actually runs the event. Contrary to popular belief, Star Wars Celebration isn't directly run by Lucasfilm. It's organized by a convention company not under the Disney umbrella called ReedPop, the same company behind New York Comic Con, C2E2, and PAX. Company owned by Relics signed a contract for DHS. From my own is that Star Wars is owned by a parent corporation.
I basically already explained this in my video. It only takes like 2 minutes to explain. This guy's just going on and on, but so okay. So ReedPop runs Star Wars Celebration basically, and their parent company, LexisNexis, did some things with DHS in the past, which is a government organization that everybody and their brother has done business with. So now fans are up in arms because basically they don't want anything to do with the operations that the federal government's doing right now in the country. So they're up in arms about that. But really, it has nothing to do with ReedPop at all. It's got nothing to do with any of these companies that are running. They just want to be. I think it's like how it's always been. They just want to be angry at something. So they're picking Star Wars Celebration 2027 for some reason. Like, because they may, you know what? You have more of a tie to the government than they do because you pay taxes. So like, what? I don't know. I think these fans just want to be mad about something. That's got to be what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to Star Wars Celebration because it's too freaking expensive, and I'm not dealing with the crowds, man. I'm not good in crowds, you know. So we're not going to be. Jedi 3's coming. Okay, Fallen Order 3 is going to be. I mean, I don't want to say that it's coming out, but it looks like it might be happening. Maybe next year. Here's Cal thanking his fans. Did you play this game?
I say thank you so much for supporting Cal in this story, in this journey. Everybody's reactions to it has been incredibly special. Being able to see people in cosplays of Cal Kestis, it's amazing. I genuinely can say that this is one of my favorite characters that I've ever been able to play. It's something that's really special to me. Thank you so much. I just want to say...
Yeah, I thought that was the trailer for Cal Kestis, Jedi Order Fallen... Jedi Survivor Fallen Order 3. But I don't know why they don't make that game, guys. It's going to make a lot of money. Maybe they're waiting for Grand Theft Auto to come out first. I think that's what they're doing because they don't want to be outshined by GTA 5. Does anybody here play video games? Play the Star Wars video games? Or did you just play the ones back in the day? I'd like to stream it one of these days. Okay. A recently announced upcoming Star Wars graphic novel will feature the canon debut of a deep cut character from Legends/EU. What character's coming back? Do you care about the comics? I try to keep up on the comic news on this channel. I like to get into it. Okay. Oh, so here's basically what they're talking about. What's up with the art style, man? It's like, it kind of looks like it's for babies. Is this for babies? Yeah. No shade on the artist or anybody involved with it. But it just looks like it's for, you know, grade school kids or something. Darn it. We're finally getting some more Luke Skywalker, and I don't know. Does Biggs look like that? Tank? Biggs and Tank were, if you remember from my Tashi Station video short, Biggs and Tank were Luke's friends that he liked to hang out with at Tashi Station. And Tashi Station was featured in Book of Boba Fett. It's a pretty cool scene. Boba Fett goes in there freaking slaps it down on the table and freaking takes out an entire gang just hanging out drinking, you know? So they're talking about Grand Admiral Thrawn's in this, Cortosis, Kira, everybody's in this graphic novel, but this just isn't something that I think I'm interested in. I'm sorry. And I don't like to complain about new stuff, but this is kind of this. Yeah, that would have been cool news, but that's all right. We'll leave it. I'm not gonna complain. I think what Disney's trying to do now is attract a younger audience. They're sick of us old farts over here complaining about everything, you know? They're like, all they do is complain. We need the young generation to come in and love our stuff. We'll see. Yeah, I agree that this is an iconic moment forever in Star Wars history. And guess who brought this to us? Dave Filoni. Don't forget it, man. I think he's gonna do good, man. Yes, I know every trail from there leads to Luke's demise in The Last Jedi, but I mean, I don't care. It was a cool moment, if you remember that. Man, where is all my stuff? Oh God. Should we talk about these? Look, I'm not trying to be mean here. I'm not saying anything is wrong with this. I'm just saying, like...
Back. I will let them lift me up when I fall.
Man, what a great card. This is something that I've truly seen in like the nerdy community, specifically in our little Star Wars community we've got going on. It truly has felt like a family, and I've felt loved. I've expressed love and support to others. It's been honestly really crazy. This online support, the online community that we've developed on and off, you know, the social interwebs. It's been great. It's been an awesome time.
I don't know what online community they're talking about, dude, but I get cursed every day. Every day I get a comment on my YouTube. Somebody wants the Knight's Mare to crash into a planet. Yeah, I mean, where are these people that, you know what I mean? It's just such a great community, guys. It is. I love everybody here.
Yeah, and I mean...
I love everybody that comments on my YouTube videos. I don't care. I don't know who these guys are. If you know, let me know in the comments. But they do daily Star Wars affirmations. Maybe we'll talk about that later. What do you think about that? Do you need to be affirmed? Do you need affirmations? Do you want me to tell you that you're special? Because believe me, I get it enough on this channel. I know I'm special. Okay. I guess I sound like a cartoon character. That's pretty special. What? See. That was it. I guess that was everything. Has it already almost been an hour? My gosh. It flies by when we're talking Star Wars. Man. Yeah, that was, let me go back through here. Let me know what's up. What's going on in the chat? How's it going? Just give me a minute to look for this one thing here. I'm gonna talk. Oh, we got another comment of the week. Might as well talk about it now before I forget, because I do not like to forget these. I never forget a comment of the week. You guys post such great... You teach me more about Star Wars than I learned like researching it. So I do appreciate all the comments I get, and I'm going to show you. We got this terrible article that I sent. I did send myself a terrible article. If you want to look at it at the end of the video, we can go through it, and we'll get a little spicy on the stream today. Let me find my comment of the week, number 1. Here it is. Comment of the week. Let's see what... Jar Jar. Which video was this on? Comment Okay, this is okay. So this was on my Jar Jar Binks is getting a comic book. I think it's a one shot coming out soon, or at least this year, which I'm gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be reading that here too. It's gonna be cool to see. Okay, here's the comment of the week for that video. The Real Professional Noob says, people often forget a few things when they want to hate on Jar Jar. In episode 1, Queen Amidala, or technically her handmaiden disguised as her, nominated Senator Palpatine to replace Senator Valorum as Supreme Chancellor. Number 2, these are nominations, which means they would have been voted on, which means Jar Jar isn't the sole voice giving Palpatine power. I did kind of say that. I don't remember if I said that in the video. All I was saying was Jar Jar might be a little bit evil and might be a Sith because he helped give Palpatine power. But I guess this commenter, this professional noob, is saying that it's Queen Amidala's fault. Kind of is everybody's fault. Number 3, several other people trusted Palpatine before his reveal, including Anakin, Padme, and several other senators. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Number 4, people often point out that Jar Jar is less clumsy in episode 2 than he was in episode 1, but they forget that it's been 10 years since the event of episode 1. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Jar Jar does seem a little more, mature by the time episode 2 comes around. I don't know if you remember that. When's the last time you watched episode 2? It's been a while. I watch episode 2 all the time, dude. But yeah, Jar Jar is like a little chiller. Maybe 10 years in Coruscant will do that to you. It'll get you like all depressed. It's like, I'm still in the sun. I can't do it. Damn it. I can't do his voice. See, I'm not saying Jar Jar is the best character, but I definitely think he's overhated. And he has more character than Rey. See, there's the jab at Rey at the end. He had to put a jab at the. That was an interesting comment, though. Yeah, definitely. I think Jar Jar is a good character. He's still good. We all love Jar Jar. Okay, now we do. Because all the stuff came out about, oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Anyway, let me know in the chat. What's Jar Jar's name? I can't remember. Okay, here's the second comment of the week. It's going to be, what's this? Another one? We talked about Jar Jar, which I'm going to be doing a Jar Jar video real soon, because Jar Jar, everybody loves talking about Jar Jar Binks nowadays. So this comment was from my Star Wars newspaper strips finally get a massive omnibus collection drop. Jesse Cowd 5764 says, attention Disney Marvel, Tarkin had a wife. He didn't want to date his stormtroopers. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So after I saw this comment, I went on a little bit of a deep dive, which I might have to do a video on because I did come up with some interesting facts. I guess, SQ, calm down. I guess in Legends, Tarkin had a wife, right? And she oh my god. I have to look this up because I have to show you Tarkin's wife. It's insane. I never even knew or cared about Tarkin's wife, but I guess he had a wife. So let's look at it. Tarkin's wife. Did you know he had a wife? He was married. How could you be married to? Here's Governor Tarkin's wife. My God, she's gorgeous. My God. Here's the wife. Wow. What a knockout. She looks like a freaking... She looks like some kind of Victorian era a witch or something. That's pretty crazy. That's not Tarkin's wife there. No, that's not. I mean, she looks nuts, but here's Tarkin's wife. Anyway, so yeah, it made me kind of do some research. Who's Tarkin's wife? And that, Anyway, after that, I looked and saw what they were talking about, and I guess in, oh my gosh, what's that book called? It was a Star Wars collection of short stories that came out after Disney bought Star Wars to kind of gloss over them throwing out the expanded universe from a certain point of view. What was the book? That's right. And yeah, I guess they made Tarkin kind of trying to like not assault. I guess they made Tarkin like hit on a stormtrooper, TK-421 to be exact. He wanted to, for lack of a better term, bone TK-421. Am I correct in saying that? Was my research right about that? That's crazy, man. And TK-421 was obviously a man, so he was married in Legends, and then Disney wiped out the EU and made him basically gay, so that's cool. You know, that's what we do now. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. Should that be a video? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe we'll do a video on Tarkin's wife. What's her name? Let's see. Oh, okay. So her name is, here, hold on. I'm going to bring this beautiful broad up here. Sorry for the insensitive dialogue. This is Thalassa Tarkin from Wikipedia. Yeah. So there you go. If you learned something new, hit that like button. Help me get the word out that Tarkin had this knockout wife. Here she is in a comic book. Yeah, she's tall, regal, you know, that looks like someone. Who the heck? Okay, here's some more lore fodder for Star Wars shorts here. Who's this guy? I don't know. Let's look into that later. You probably already know who he is. You're probably like, lore knight. More like, know nothing. But, yeah. So, yeah, hit that like button because, yeah, every like helps. Every like helps the channel, guys. Oh my god, please like my video. Those were the comments of the week. Thank you for commenting. If you commented, comment under this one. Let me know if I sound like a damn cartoon character, which I don't think I do, but okay, let me take one more look and make sure that we have everything covered just for the replay. I want to make sure that I'm making everyone happy here, you know? I want to make you happy. That's my goal. Do we want to talk about Rey? I lose like half of my viewers every time I start talking about Rey. Nobody wants Rey. Nobody cares about Rey. Okay, we won't talk about Rey. It's fine. Oh, here's a cool one. Are you guys into racing games or what? Do you like to play Gran Turismo? Did you like the classic pod racing game back in the day? I did. I played the crap out of Pod Racer. I think it was called Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racers. So, I'm sure you've seen the trailer. I'm sure you saw the trailer when it came out. When the news spread about this, but this just came out today. Pod racing is confirmed for 2026's coolest looking Star Wars game. So Bulba won't be driving around in a land speeder. I want to play as Old Man Sebulba. There he is there, where they're bringing Sebulba back. We thought he crashed and kind of burned in the Phantom. No, we didn't. No, because he was like Poodoo. And then, yeah, that was it for Sebulba. I think we saw him in episode 2. Now I'm messing up my own lore. Don't worry, pod racing fans. While Star Wars Galactic Racer's debut trailer didn't feature any pod racers, the iconic fast-moving space chariots will be a part of the Star Wars game. That's cool. So they're kind of doing a spiritual successor deal with Fate of the Old Republic and also this pod racing. Good. I was going to say, where are the pod racers in this game? Because, like, if you're making a Star Wars racing game, I mean, obviously you gotta have pod racers. I hope they're fully customizable, you know what I mean? And fully, kind of, I can build whatever pod racer I want and make it look how I want, but you know, that's probably not going to be the case. Announced last year at the Game Awards, Star Wars Galactic Racer is an upcoming racing game set in a galaxy far, far away. Galactic Racer is being developed by some former Burnout devs at Fuse Games, a new studio created in 2023. The game looks awesome. How come Star Wars projects always use brand new studios? Is that a good idea? Are these young devs like hungry and excited for work and to prove themselves? Is that why we like that? The game looks awesome and features Sebulba at the very end of its teaser trailer. However, there's not a single pod racing vehicle to be seen in the first teaser. Yeah. That was weird. So, but we got what, a new trailer? Thankfully, there will indeed be pod racers in Galactic Racer. Is this interesting? Let's see. We could play this real low. No sound. Because I don't want to get banged, you know? Like TK421. My God, please. I don't want to get banged by YouTube. But yeah, okay, so that's just the first trailer. You really can't make a Star Wars racing experience and not have pod racing, can you? Okay, so somebody basically, one of the devs said that there's going to be a pod racer in it. Okay, there you go. So if you're into pod racing, there you go. Enjoy that. Of course I'm going to play that too. Yeah, I'm going to play that. I'm still waiting for Jedi 3 though. Let me take this off. Make sure we have everything covered here, because I want everybody to be kind of, let's see. Yeah, that looks good to me. We talked about Maul. We talked about Mandalorian. If you missed any of this stream, go back and watch it on the replay, because there was some interesting stuff that happened during the stream. We talked about some interesting stuff. Thanks for watching. I think that's everything. Yeah, I gotta go get my my baby infant up here out of bed. I don't want to be a deadbeat dad, okay, like freaking Han Solo. So anyway, I'm gonna be making some more videos this week. Check it out. And you know what? I think I'll use kind of a more chill voice, you know, hey guys, that kind of thing, because I've been getting complaints about my voice being too cartoony or raspy. I don't know. So yeah, we'll try the hey guys, you know, monotone. This is what you want to listen to it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if there's any videos that you want to see, dude, because you know, I like to get feedback on everything that I do here, and I hope that you're enjoying my videos that I put out every week. I'm gonna make some more shorts too, because I think people are pissed because I haven't been making a lot of shorts. My shorts people. Anyway, some great videos coming up this week. Some exciting things happening in Star Wars, and we will be watching. I hope you'll be watching the Super Bowl Sunday, and we're gonna see that new Mandalorian trailer together next week. I'll be doing another stream on Monday, so come on back on next Monday around 3 o'clock, I guess, Eastern Standard, and we'll talk about the Super Bowl Mandalorian trailer. That's definitely happening, and other stuff. So yeah. SQR3, do you have anything else to say or what? No? Okay. All right. Thanks for that. Everybody enjoyed that. All right. Well, yeah, I will see you next time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, and I will see